All right, fight fans, welcome back. Here's my screenshot. I've thrown it into the rotation. There are a bunch of screenshots in that slideshow, but let's see. Can you see it? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. Pretty good, right? That'll do. 705 XP Kablooey. Check them out. Good stuff. Panthers be carousing. All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Ami Polizei-Funk. Every once in a while it goes ding when I do a transition. I'm bringing you tournament games from yesterday's fights. This is round 4 of BartonPL versus CaptainObvious. Barton won the first game in spectacular fashion with his 3 rampaging Panthers on Semoskiy Summer. We're going to go into game 2 next, and let's just think about this. Each of these guys has now played round 1, round 2, round 3, and that first incredibly epic round 4 game. So they've both played 4 games yesterday. I expect they're going to be a bit fatigued, and I expect that this game, game 2, is going to be a blowout. That's my prediction. Because I don't think these guys, I think, CaptainObvious, he really had the will to beat Barton. He played a little bit nervously in situations. I think maybe he gave Barton too much respect, perhaps. There were often times where his T-34s were just kind of sitting still. And perhaps he needed to give Barton a little less respect and be a little more aggressive to get in there and do more damage and try to get a victory in that game 1. But now that he tried so hard and still wasn't able to seal the deal, I think it's going to be tough for him to stay motivated in game 2 and give Barton the good game that he gave in game 1. Let's go in game. I'm going to follow Barton, who's playing the Soviets this time. He'll be blue. CaptainObvious will be playing the Oster. He'll be red. All right, let's get this started. Overlay looks good. Check 1, 2, 3. Let's do this thing. So now that we have a bit of time to interact with one another, I didn't even get to look at the chat at all in the last game. It was so intense. It occupied all of my minimal facilities. I got up literally an hour ago. I was out till 7 in the morning last night, so I'm a bit hungover and burnt out. But yeah, we made it through it, right? We made it through. That was fun. We had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Enjoyed that cast. Solo casting is much more difficult than co-casting. All I've done in my career as a Company of Heroes shoutcaster is co-casting. I haven't done a lot of solo casting. I prefer it so much. I mean, you get a lot of breaks, You get to just chill out, check the chat, send out a tweet. Yeah, so what's going on? You're watching this on TV while you're on the sofa with the brew. Sounds good. That's how it's done. That's how we do it. Okay, interesting, Barton is sending his first conscripts down south to do this dirty work. And he's not even bothering to stand on the edge of the circles. I think Barton's feeling pretty comfortable. He might just kick back and win this with easy. He's gonna own you with easy, I think he figures, maybe. We'll see. It's just tough after suffering a loss like the one that CaptainObvious suffered in game 1 to come back and give a good game in game 2. I mean, a lot of these top players are accustomed to that. They can take a hard loss on the chin in a tournament and come right back and give you an amazing game in game 2. But that is a skill that a tournament player needs to develop. It takes time to develop that kind of confidence and that kind of endurance. Conscripts have arrived. But maybe I'm totally wrong, and CaptainObvious is going to surprise us with some awesome Wehrmacht play. Did the church ever go down in that last game? I think it might have survived. Yeah, boy. Sound like Flavor Flav.
Engineers have secured the sector.
Okay, they haven't found each other yet. It's all peaceful. A little bit of capping and decapping, but I don't think they've seen each other's units even once yet. Look at Barton's prepared to get in this house if necessary. Here come the bad guys. Emerging from the fog of war by the fjord. This is a fjord, right? A small land bridge over a river or through a river. It's called a fjord, right? Google? Anybody? I need Google Glass. I need General Hell and Vent. My stat checker, fact checker. We got to do that, General Hell. Maybe later, though, once we both wake up a little more. Okay, you're probably awake. I don't know how late you were out last night. Let's get that fog of war back off. So it's 4 conscripts into Molotovs for Barton. Let's see when he pulls the trigger for the first time. He's got a flanking squad coming in. They've gotten behind the firing arc of this MG42. Here comes the Molotov. Fire in a hole. Wow, look at the damage received. So quick. Wow. Whoa, down to one guy. That MG got thrashed. He's barely able to get it out of there. And now it's time for the Grenadiers to be punished. Well, it's a 3-on-3. This is an interesting fight. Grenadier nade against these guys. Holy smoke! They were in green cover, which I guess is kind of bad when you've got a nade coming in. But 3 of those 5 guys died. Another Grenadier nade in. Now that one, that was probably a poor decision because, as Marcus made us very aware of the other day, when you send a nade into a house, the damage is spread across the entire squad. So although all of these models took lots of damage, not many of them died because of that spread from the house. What? Oh, wow. That was really crafty. He threw a nade in, predicting that these Grens would get in the house, and sure enough, they got in the house. Now they're out. See, we're getting good early game infantry fights. My mouth does not follow. Okay, what are you saying? There's lag between the webcam and the... I don't know. It's probably you. I don't know. My mouth is not in sync with my voice. I don't know how to fix that one. So, what I was about to say, though, is that in this patch, more than we've ever seen in any Code 2 patch, we're seeing really interesting and dynamic early game infantry engagements. I think that patch has worked wonders for this game, and I'm really hoping that many of the players that have kind of written it off will give it another chance. Because, you know, Peter and Piero, they're working their tails off to make this the great game that it deserves to be. And I think we're seeing in this tournament some early game engagements that are dynamic, exciting, close. You know, the flank is back. Barton's early flank of this MG almost killed it. He had to retreat. You know, 1 week ago, that MG could have simply walked back somewhere, reset up, and won that whole skirmish. But in this patch, that engagement went entirely differently, and I think it's fantastic for the game. Look at this. Engagement here. Wait, look at this. I mean, now vaulting out of this graveyard matters. It's like all the wonderful things about Code 2, the little details, the little improvements that were made, are now becoming important parts of the gameplay. He's going down on one knee. That's bad news. 2 guys die in the house. Another flank coming in, an Urad up flank. They garrison the house behind the MG, and CaptainObvious is in a tough spot. He's got lots of support though, plenty of units. This MG's trying to reposition, but look, he's just receiving more damage. He's losing models as he's moving away, and that's what should happen. So we're very happy to see this change. Perhaps he could get a little bit of suppression back, but other than that, I think that they are tuning this early game very nicely. I might sound like a fanboy, but do you guys agree with me? It's better now, right? I mean, KO2 early game in this patch is noticeably better. I don't bullshit you guys. Come on, I tell it like it is. Look at, they're still, you know, it's 7 minutes in and we're still in this tier 1 battle. Okay, some tier 2 units are starting to enter the fray, so that's gonna tip the balance a bit. Barton's still on 4 conscripts. He's putting up, let's see, he's putting up his support weapon company. That's interesting. Tier 2 from Barton. So what will we see from his tier 2? Will it be MGs? Will it be an anti-tank gun? What can we expect? I would have to follow him to see the options. Let's hop. Wait, I am following him. What's going on? Why can't I see the options yet? Well, maybe when the building's done. All right, so this half track comes in the nick of time. Now, I love the vault. Look at him vaulting. It's great. The animation's great. CaptainObvious hooked up one of his Grensods with an LMG. These guys are reinforced. Oh, wow, it's a straight tier 2, tier 3. So maybe Barton wants T-34s also? Or maybe he wants T-70s? We'll see. Brad burning, these last 2 patches have brought me back. Hoorah! Yes. Spread the word, folks. Company of Heroes 2 is here to stay. Okay, early pack from CaptainObvious, and that's a wonderful prediction because Barton is rushing tier 3 and he's going to need the pack. What do you guys guess? T70 or T34? Tell me in the chat. Let's vote. Okay, well, while Barton is teching, we can see that CaptainObvious is gaining map control. This is what happens. You sacrifice a bit of map to tech up. There's that pause where you're building all this stuff, spending all this manpower and fuel on no fighting units, just on tech tiers and base buildings. So you're going to be pushed off the field a bit. Nice harassment in the north from Barton, though, to sort of accompany this teching period with this northern harassment. Now, Barton has gone the doctrine that ends in the IS-2 and starts with shock troops. Let's see how long it takes me to find it. Shock rifle frontline. Oh, I'm getting good at this. Shock rifle frontline tactics for Barton Soviets. And let's see, who guessed T-70? Most of you. Everybody but Brad Burning was correct. Oh, Barton spoiled it. You suck, Barton. T-70 on the way. That will be a nice counter to this half track, but the pack is waiting. Does Barton even know that? Probably not. I don't think he's seen the pack yet. All right, here we come. Let's see what kind of shock damage this T-70 can have. He makes it on the field at around 10.5 minutes. Here he comes. Every unit gets an entry portrait shot from Ami Politsai Funk. That's what I like. Portrait shot. All right, Fog of War. Let's play still Fog of War on. So let's see when Barton get eyes on that pack. He enters the center behind this church, which is a conservative move. He's poking and prodding to see if indeed there is difficulty in the form of an anti-tank gun waiting for him in the center. Ooh, what is this now? What does this symbol mean? Combat mode, tank. Oh, he's popped. Wow, disables the main gun. I didn't even know T-70s could do that. So he had a look. Now he sees the pack finally. That was really cool. Barton pops like the binoculars on the T-70. I did know that they can do that. I just forgot. Okay, and then he pops it back. His main gun's back. He knows that the pack is back here. Well spotted. Excellent recon by Barton. That's a difficulty in Company of Heroes 2, I think, for new players to learn how to scout. There are lots of little techniques you can do to manipulate true sight and get eyes on your opponent. If you're a noob like me, you never scout, and you just run in headlong and lose your valuable units. We have a mortar half-track from CaptainObvious. He's now got a healing infirmary station in this bunker, and he is chocked full This looks like a defensive player's. All right, that was an incendiary round from the mortar half-track. He's trying to dig these conscripts out of this house, and he's doing a wonderful job at it. Are they going to survive the retreat? Barely. Woo. Just by a sliver. They're clawing their way back home to get bandaged up. This T-70, he's not really sure how to deal with all this shit. I mean, what would you do? I would stay as far away as possible from 3 Gren squads and a pack. Barton doing a good job to harass. CaptainObvious is going to send his Panzer Grenadiers over to prevent this harassment. Barton just kind of hopping in houses, getting eyes on. I like to... Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. I like to keep the fog of war on so that I can see what Barton sees. He's trying to harass on the wings with his infantry, but... Look at this. Every time he even just gets in a house to have a look, he gets knocked out by the mortar, the pack, the G-guns. Just a lot of stuff there. Okay, the second unit from Tier 3 is T-34. Or no. What? Didn't you say T-34 under attack? Okay, I'm hearing things. No, the T-34 is here. All right, it's over here. He gets Fausted. By what? There weren't any Grens down there. All right, sorry. Bad obsing. I suck. I don't know why. Did he hit a mine? What happened? Okay, sorry. I completely missed that. He didn't get Fausted. There were no Grens anywhere near there. I mean, right? Maybe it were. Are the retreating Grens back here? No. Are the retreating Grens? No. Okay, I missed it. Don't know what happened. Color me clueless. He's got the spotting scope on again. That's cool. See, now, who would guess that this little... I guess that means... Okay, bar... That means something's not happening, right? As in, I don't have a main gun. So that crossed out bar means the T-70 doesn't have its main gun. But, you know, if I was an ability, like binoculars, I would put a little binoculars icon over the tank when it was using its binoculars. That would make more sense, in my opinion. But, okay, we get that funny little symbol that could mean anything. I mean, like, this, like, mark target kind of looks like that. And I guess mark target's the sniper symbol, which is also overused. Any unit that's engaging gets the flashing sniper symbol. Okay, enough UI complaints. Let's get back to the action. Oh, I wonder if we'll see a KV-8. That would be sexy. Barton's a little low on fuel. He's only got 68 in the bank. So he'll have to OP a fuel or something. He's controlling this fuel, so he's got a decent income. All right, Barton calls in a mortar. Interesting. He figures that CaptainObvious is playing very campy, like a defensive player, in the center. So he's going to try to mortar in here. There are a lot of sweet targets. Oh, God, man. CaptainObvious doing really good with these incendiary rounds against buildings. These conscripts got in really close, but they don't want to. Whatever their mission was, it got aborted. Okay, the pack is down. I guess this. Okay, it's down because they flamed it. They threw in a flame Molotov on the pack. They cleared the pack, paved the way for the T-34. It's going in now and having its way with these Panzer Grenadiers and this MG. The Grens are here now. They're going to lay a Faust in if they can get the angle. Here it comes. No, you Faust maybe. Hello, dude. Faust, what's up with you? I don't know why it's not Faust. There's also action in the back. The T-70 is flanked. It's almost killed the mortar. Destroyed engine. The mortar's down. I don't know why this thing hasn't been Fausted yet. Oh, the pack cleared again. This is... Ooh, that's it. Good game. There you have it. As predicted, we have a bit of a stomp. 16-minute stomp. The two T-34s and T-70 were too hot to handle. They come in, they crush the Wehrmacht hardpoint, and that is it for CaptainObvious. He's had it. So good game. Barton will advance. He will be our second semifinalist as far as I know. I'm really not spoiled at all. I'm not going to look at the chat because I have no idea who makes it into the semifinals to join. All I know is so far is that we've got Cannonball and we've got Barton. So there are some other round 4 games that I would like to do, but now I'm starving. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to have to make some food. You guys are going to have to give me 20 minutes, say. I'll try to start streaming again at the top of the hour. Let's make that deal. I'll start going again at 3 p.m. Central European time. That's 1 p.m. GMT. So if you want to see some more round 4 games from yesterday, stick around. I got some more left in me. All right, that'll be fun. Gonna go back to the slideshow. Maybe that Panther scene will come up at some point. All right, thanks for being here. We'll start again in 20 minutes.